Hi guys, Dennis Romance back with another fitness training tutorial how-to video. This is the third video that I'm doing in the series of movements that people do wrong. See this one all the time. So this one is tied for first. This might have inched its way into first place as the movement that everyone does wrong. And it drives me bonkers because it's so obvious. It's absolutely, you just look at it and you say to yourself, wow, it looks really painful. Now guys, I'm going to do this movement. It's going to be a back kick. It's an aggressive movement in a plank position, yoga plank and Pilates plank position. I'm going to show you the wrong one and the correct one. And it's going to be I'll show you the back kick and the donkey kick. Two of the kicks we do in a horizontal posture to work the glutes, the gluteus maximus and the gluteus medius. Here we go. I'll do it both ways. I'll face this way, and you can see, and then face that way afterwards. You can see both views. Here, let me move this over. So, incorrectly. Here, right away, incorrectly. I want you to dial in on my lower back, my lumbar and my sacral region. This is crazy. I'm going to do a back kick from a push-up position with my arms locked. I'm going to come here, and I'm going to kick out. And right away, as soon as I kick out, I can feel the compression in my lumbar in L4, L3, L4. This is extremely painful, and this is how I see people doing the back kick here. And then they'll do a movement back here with their leg, and they'll just exacerbate the pain and fatigue, and it just gets worse and worse from there, because from the back kick, then people will go to a donkey kick where you kick your heels straight up to the ceiling. So the donkey kick starts out here, the knee is bent, and you want to, this hurts, and you want to kick your heel all the way up to the ceiling, but you can see how my back is kinked, and I'll turn around the other way. I'll show you this view. Push-up position. I'll kick my heel up, and you can see the kink in my back, in my lumbar sacral region, and it's really painful. And I don't know how people can do sets of 10, 15, 20, or even a set of 1 without going, hey, wait a minute, I must be doing this wrong because this really hurts. Okay, so before I show you the correct way to do this, I want to point out one more mistake. Watch my foot. Whenever you're working with your booty, your butt, your glutes, you're not going to point your toes. It's all about the heels. And I've said this in my other videos. And the example would be in a sumo squat, wide stance, toes out, all your weight is over your heels. You press through your heels, you contract the glutes. When you back kick and side kick in martial arts, you strike with your heel. You're not going to strike with your toes. You emphasize your heels when you're working your glutes. So in this case, when you're doing a back kick and a donkey kick, don't point your toes. Here's the other mistake that's made. I'll see people here with their arms locked in a push-up position, and they'll just point their toes like this, or try to donkey kick and touch the ceiling with their toe. It does absolutely nothing. It's wrong. Don't point your toes. Bring your toes into your shins and try to strike the air behind you or the ceiling above you with your heel. Now, here's how to do it correctly. And you guys are going to find this much more comfortable, and you're going to hopefully leave a comment below and say, hey dude, thanks. It was such a simple correction, and it makes the movement so much more comfortable. And I can feel it in my glutes now instead of my lower back. So, not the push-up position, go down in a Pilates plank position. Go down here on your forearms. Guys, when you're kicking back, when you're doing any movement back here, most every movement, go down on your forearms, here. Here. And you can see how straight my lumbar and sacrum is. That's my lower back. And I'm doing a straight back kick. I'm striking with my heel. And when I go up to the ceiling, boom. So nice, so comfortable. Let me spin around, I'll show you again. So I'm going to go down on my forearms. I'm going to bring my toes into my shin. Kick out like this. And you should be able to see, I don't have eyes behind my head, but I should be in a straight line when I extend my leg, and it should be going slightly up. My shoulders are downward, and I'm kicking slightly upward on the back kick. I hope it is. Here, beautiful, comfortable. I can feel my glute contract, gluteus medius, top side of my butt. And then when I want to do the donkey kick, up here, heel up to the ceiling. Easy, comfortable. So guys, that's how to do a back kick, a horizontal back kick, and a horizontal donkey kick correctly. That'll help you clear up all the mistakes that you may have been making if you were doing it incorrectly previously. I hope this really helped you. There's one more thing I want to show you about this movement. There's one other aspect of this movement, and that's where you can do it. You can do it on a yoga mat or a rug on the floor. You can also do it on a bench in a horizontal position. If I'm on the floor, I'm not going to fall off the floor. So if I'm here, I can do this movement, whether it's the back kick or the donkey kick. But the tendency is for people to, what I found is they move around, they cheat a little bit, they move laterally. My preference and my recommendation is, if you can, if you have a bench, or if you're in a gym, do it on top of a bench. Now, obviously, if you're at home and you don't have a bench, then do it on the floor, on a yoga mat, but just do it a little bit slower. Now, here's what can happen if you're doing it on a bench, and here's the reason why I like the bench. You're not gonna fall off the floor. You will fall off a bench because it's narrow. And what that's gonna force you to do is go slower, be a lot more methodical about your movement, be more calculated, and perform the movement much slower and much smoother. So it's gonna look like you're really gonna dial in a lot more. So it's gonna be a lot slower, because if I'm on a bench right now, for instance, I might fall off if I get too flagrant and I move laterally and I go too fast. So just keep that in mind, that doing this on a bench is gonna yield a better benefit, more benefits. But again, if you're at home, if you're in your living room where I am, you can do it on a yoga mat, do it on the floor, do it on a rug. So that wraps up the horizontal back kick and the horizontal donkey kick. I showed you how to do it wrong, and I showed you how to do it correctly. And I hope that helps, guys. If you got something out of this video, and I'm guessing that a lot of you did, give a like, definitely subscribe to my channel, it really helps. And stay tuned. I'm gonna do a couple other videos related to this, but in a standing vertical posture. And if you want to see something else, or another video related to this, or if you have questions, leave your comments below. I'll read everything, and I'll try to respond and answer all of your questions. So, and until the next video, guys, I hope you keep working out at home, and I will see you in the next video.